Well, I've been down here tedding some hay, and I thought maybe it's a good time to show you how a HAYBOB does, or what it does really. You might see me driving up and down in the videos, but I haven't really looked at this machine closely. What we're using here is a Vicon HAYBOB. There's different makes available, but this is the one we like. And what we do here, I call it tedding, is we'll fluff up the hay and turn it over after it's been mown. This helps it dry, ready for baling. So what in effect this machine does is these tines flick down when it spins around and flick the hay through the machine. So they rotate this way. The hay flicks through here, and these gates will guide how wide the spread is. Now, because we're tedding, you can see there I've spread it out wide because I want the grass to be as wide as possible to dry out as much as I can. A couple of other things to think of is that these are in a tedding position. Later on they'll be in a rowing up position. So what I'll do now is I'll just cut to a bit of video I made of some tedding in progress, and you can see how the machine works. Flipping it over, and you can probably see a colour contrast between the bits I've done here and the bits I haven't done. Okay, so you saw the tedder in action there, tedding out, but it's also good for rowing up the grass. And you can see here it's all spread out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to row this into line so the baler can pick it up. So what I've got to do on this tedder then, first of all I've got to adjust the gates. There's some notches here. And basically we pull that out, bring the gate round to get it right width for the baler, which is about there. Okay, and the same the other side. So I'm bringing the gate in. Adjustment is according to what the baler wants really. So that should be about right. I don't want it too narrow because otherwise it's too compact, too wide, and it's not good enough either. The other thing as well, when I'm rowing up now, I've actually got to adjust these tines, and you can see they're in tedding position as we call it at the moment, down on the bottom. So what I've got to do is I've got to pull that tine out there and put it into a slot, the other slot at the top. So that means that that's in rowing up position. And you'll see me do it on all of them in a minute. There we go. Actually, that's not that difficult to change all those tines. We've just got to do the other side, and then we're ready to row up. So I'll just show you a little clip of what it's like to row up, and then you've seen how a tedder works. Interestingly enough, if we just look on here, there's the instructions there of what the positions are. So you can see there on there, raking or tedding as they call it, is at the bottom. Rowing up or raking, sorry, that's raking is at the top. They call it raking, I put rowing up. Height of the wheels, I don't tend to worry about that. Top link, that's very important. You've got to get the top link right, because otherwise you'll break the tines. And then there's the gates. So there you go. Wide for tedding, narrow for raking. Right, so anyway, I just finished doing those tines, and then we'll see what it's like rowing up. So there you go, I finished the rowing up finally. Had to stop a little bit because of the rain clouds. But you can see it's nice neat rows now for the baler. So they can basically come along here now and pick all this up. Should be fairly straightforward now, as long as it doesn't rain.